Hey everybody, I'm back. I thought I was going to end that video, but I'm pretty sure it was lame. So I thought I would go through, I had all my stuff out for die cutting, so I thought I would do today's Fobonichi page, or actually yesterday's, using that fold-out window thing that I just showed you. So if you would like to, and it won't make you run away screaming, I'm going to go ahead and make my page if you want to join in. So I've already cut out some pictures from yesterday. We went out to a place called Casa Fiesta, which we love, and we saw this unbelievable double rainbow. I don't know if you can tell, but I've gone ahead and cut those out with a circle die, and I'll show you that pack in a minute. And I pulled out some wild colored scrapbook paper for me that kind of went with it. Normally, yeah, I don't do this. Well, okay, that's not true. I do crazy colors all the time, but maybe this is a little cutesier than I do. I don't know. But it felt summery. I like the colors. And Victoria has been rocking this pastel rainbow look in the last little bit. And every place we go, somebody tells her how much she loves her style. So this is sort of a tribute to Victoria's pastel rainbow look. So at any rate, this is paper I pulled out. This is actually going to be my Fobonichi page. I already cut it to size for my secret June Fobonichi. And I think this is the paper I'm going to do the fold out with. Actually, I know it is. So what I'm going to do is, I just cut it in half. It's 6 inches wide because that's about, I think I want to have my little fold out window right down about here so I can put in my date and weather up in here without it sticking out for once. So I think what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and use this whole page, and then we can trim down the sides to make it fit when we're done, if that makes any sense. So once again, I'm folding it in half using my bone folder, and I want the stripy paper to show, so I'm putting that on the inside. Folding it down. I am using circles, and let me show you the dies I'm using. This is from my favorite things, dynamic steel dies. They're circles, and I think you can see that they have stitch marks when you cut them, which I really like. I don't know if there's a product number. MFT 388 is this. I don't know if they even still make them. I think they've been around for a while, but that is the set that I'm using. So, sorry about that. Back to this. Fold it in half. That's the inside. That's the part I want to show. Then I'm going to go ahead and fold this over, making sure that I leave enough overlap on the inside for my die to fit. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold that. Score it down well. Got to be a little more careful with this because it's stripes. It will rat me out if I'm not a little careful. So closing that up, there's my crease mark, which I think you can see. It's the second crease I just made, and I just wanted to make sure that it was wide enough between the fold of the window, or the pull-out, and the fold we just made for this die to fit in the middle. And it is wide enough, which is good. So I am going to tape this down. That looks about, well, that could actually go up a little bit. Oh, I think I'm whispering again, sorry. I really have to learn how to do this journal or play with me stuff. I am very new to it. So I've got that taped down. And I'm going to grab my Big Shot machine. And remember, I want this part, this side, cut. So let me move this out of the way, see if I can get the Big Shot in here without moving everything. And there it is. I've still got my fancy plates in for you guys, making sure my cutting plate, my scratchy one's down on the bottom, which is just my own peculiar thing. It's not anything you have to do. I'll put it on this side. It's easier for me to see. So I'm putting my plate in there. Okay, and then I'm putting, let me turn it around this way. It's a little easier. Putting my card in there, and this is the part we want cut. This is the wide part. Here's my fold. So I'm going to put the top cutting plate, get it in there. Oh, still in too far. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can see that. My big hand's in the way. So I've got the bottom cutting plate slid out a little bit. See it right here? Got my card down, and I'm putting the top cutting mat or cutting pad right on that fold that we made, right in the middle of the die. Because again, the only thing that's going to cut are the things between both pads. So the top and the bottom have to be there. And so I've got it lined right up with the center because we only want half of the die cut. And I'm going to go ahead and roll that through. If that was as clear as mud, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So do as I do, not as I say. That's something, right? I'm going to go ahead and roll that back through. Pull this out. I'm going to put this aside and move the machine. All right, so we can go ahead and pull this off. And again, this washi tape I stuck all over my clothes 3 or 4 times, so it's not too sticky and it won't tear the paper. And when you turn this over, there we go. Use your bone folder. Make that fold nice. So this is what it looks like from the top. It's like a Z fold, right? There's the Z. Okay, and your stripies are showing on the outside, which is just what I wanted. And here's our circle. Oops, mash that up a little bit more there, Brooke. Now what I'm going to do is look at it. I'm going to turn it over. Turn it this way again and look and see how much I can trim off on the sides. Because here's the page I'm going to be using for my faux Benici. And so, I think I want it pretty centered. So I'm going to go ahead and just mark with a pencil where I want to cut it. That works for me. Just a little pencil mark. I'm not going to try to cut it with scissors. I was going to say I'm going to cut that with scissors. That would be so wrong. I cannot cut a straight line to save my life. I can't even cut along a straight line. Nope. So here's my little cutter. I'm going to grab that. Cut there on that pencil line. Move it over here. Cut on that pencil line. So we've got some cute little stripy scraps to use later if we want to. Get my cutter out of the way. And there we have it. That's going to look adorable. So that can go right on my page. I'm probably going to have to punch my holes again because this is going to cover them up, but I don't care about that. So that'll get glued down and that'll open up like that. Okay. So the picture that I want to put on the front is the picture of the rainbow. So I cut that out with the next smaller size die. I'm just going to go ahead and grab my glue. I'm using Tombow Mono Liquid Aqua. I really like this. I really like what Elizabeth calls stinky glue, her stinky glue, which is Fabri-Tac. And that's my friend Elizabeth at Never Hopeless by Elizabeth. We'll link that down below. She gives a much more sensible tutorial than I do, for crying out loud. So I'm going to go ahead and center that as best I can. I really like those little stitch marks. I think those are adorable. Squish it down. Sometimes it takes an extra second for the photo to grab because of the shiny surface. So we'll go ahead and make sure that's down. And if you just flip this little arm over, there you go. So on this inside circle, what I want is Victoria in her rainbow outfit. And I did go ahead and just pre-cut a mat in solid color, which is, let me pull her picture out. She's wearing a lot of pastel blue. So I went ahead and just cut that out of a solid color using descending size dies. That's why I really like those nesting dies. It gives you so many options for layering and doing all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and stick her on her blue mat. Straight enough. Mash it down a little. That's a technical crafting term. Mashing it down. Put some glue on the back here. God knows how long this video is. I apologize if it's eternity. And stick her right there. And I'm just lining it up with where the cut is, right along there. You can also do it with it. Let's see. Let's figure this out. There we go. Just double checking to make sure that it looks good on this side. And then when you open it, she looks good in there and nothing's getting caught. Okay, so that's going to still be the front. Got that photo. Then we've got Victoria there. And I think, I don't want to glue this down yet because I'm not sure if and where I want to put a pocket. But I do like, that's really different than what I usually do. That's pretty loud and I'm kind of liking it. Today finally was this gorgeous warm day here in Maine and it feels a little bit like summer. So the other things I pulled out, what was that language? So the other things I pulled out, I have the other side of this paper. I have this funny flamingo tag that's, I think, one of the cutouts from that book. I have this and journaling card, ampersand, that has the greens and blues. And I think I kind of really like that. I'm thinking about putting that there. I have the scraps that we cut off from the stripy paper. And somewhere in this mess of mine, well, but I don't know where, I had my Post-it note with what was going on yesterday. Oh, here it is. Hidden carefully in plain sight. This is my Post-it note of what was going on yesterday. And this is a takeout menu that I picked up at the restaurant we went to. So that's what I have to put in there. So I am thinking that I quite like that there. And the stripes will show a little bit when it's on the page like that. I kind of like that peeking out. Yep. I think I like that. Do I? Oh, see, decisions. Do I like that? No, I like the ampersand better. So that could go there, and I don't have a ton of journaling, so I could put some of the journaling there. I cut out this little photo from the outside of the restaurant that came out. The sun had just come out because of that rainbow, and so it's just a terrible picture, but that's okay. I could put that somewhere so that we get 3 circles. 3s are good. Uneven numbers are always good. Oh, it's got fuzz on the edge of it. I must have moved it when I was cutting it. So if we did that, oh, that's kind of cute. It is loud. Is that going to make me insane? I don't think so. I think I certainly couldn't have every page like that, but I kind of like it. It is crazy. And then open that. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Decision made. Wow. You guys have emboldened me. Normally I would do my journaling before I glued it down, but hey, I'm going crazy. I've lost all control now. It must be dinner time. Must be time to stop crafting. So I'm just going to go ahead and plunk that down. Not going to make it a pocket or anything. Don't have that much more going on for the day. Then I'm going to take the picture. I could mat that, but it's pretty solid right around the edge. I don't think I'm going to bother. I've been trying really hard this month to keep up in my Phobo, my Fobonichi daily journal. So we're moving right along, kids. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that right up there in the corner. Make sure I haven't caught the fold. The stripes make it hard to see where the crease is. Make sure you can't see it when we're open. Or closed, I guess. Nope, you can just see all the other madness. So I'm going to go ahead and, again, technical term, mash that down. That's all good and glued down. And now for, I guess, you know what? Let's just gild that lily. Let's put lipstick on that pig. Put a little more embellishment on. I think. I pulled out my ribbons and a few of my flowers, which are right here. And I have this chartreuse color. This is from Hobby Lobby, the paper studio. I love their flowers. I think I say it every video. Hobby Lobby's pretty far away. I don't get there very often, and I run amok when I get there. Oh, I like that color. It's getting crazier by the minute. Nice. So I have that. How about some lace? This is all, a lot of this is vintage, and I don't really want that look at all. I like the pink. There's a lot of pink, and that's one of Victoria's favorite colors right now. This is Hobby Lobby lace. I could go look in one of my other 87,000 ribbon drawers, but you know what? Once again, let's just cut to the chase. I like this pink. I think I do. Is this just getting too crazy? Oh. Nope. You know what? We've come this far. Not sure I want another pocket, but were I going to put one on, it's going to be on the top. So let's glue this down and leave a potential pocket at the top. So I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, I'm out of frame. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead, glue around the sides and the bottom. I'm running low on glue. How can that be? Grab it from the top and try not to get glue all over myself, because that is one of my favorite tricks. Put this down, and again, I'm putting it down towards the bottom so I have room at the top for my date and all that happy stuff. Yeah, you guys, you know what? I like this. It really is crazy, even for me. But it's fun. Yep, and I'm loving that flip out. I don't even know what to call this. Who knows what this video is going to be called. But isn't that a riot? Yep, I entertained myself. Okay, so I'm thinking, should we make the flower like the pulley tab? And then put lace along this edge? Do we like that? Let's see. And do we want lace down the whole edge? Or just the edge of the card? Because this is where it's going to go in the binder. I want the lace to poke in towards the inside, not the outside. I like that. That is just fun. That screams summertime. Yep, I'm going to do that. And I think I want it down the whole page. So I'm just going to cut it with a teeny weeny bit extra. And I'll trim it completely after the glue dries. I actually might run it through my sewing machine, just for the sake of fun. I think I actually have pink thread in there right now, or maybe pale blue. So just to add another layer of color and texture to this poor, sad, lonely, colorless page, maybe I will stitch it. And I like this this glue, this Mono, what is it? Tombow Mono Aqua. Do not like it for fibers. Lace, yarn, anything like that to paper, I don't care for it. But I don't have my stinky glue down here, my Fabri-Tac. Let's see if my tacky glue is still working. It's been a while since I've used it, so let's see if we can... I just put a little bit to tack it until I can get it to the sewing machine. Excuse me. Let's see. I managed to, right before I went in for surgery, the week before, I managed to come down with quite a virus. Didn't think they were going to do the surgery. But I lucked out and they did. So, well, sort of lucked out. I guess depends on how you look at it. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, I wish I'd grabbed my Fabri-Tac, but I think you guys get the idea. So that lace is going to be there. This will close up like that. Cowabunga! I do. I think just for fun, because I've lost my mind completely, I'm going to use that as the little pull tab, which you certainly don't have to have. But it kind of gives you an indication that there is an interactive piece there. And I was just using my tacky glue. Whoops. I'm going to put that crazy flower right there. Hold it down for a minute. The flower has a button in the middle, so it's going to be a little bulky, but I couldn't care less. I really couldn't. So that'll indicate that there's something to pull. I have a space for my date. I have a place to put a tag, and I probably shouldn't try to do this now because it's going to get stuck. But, oh, I might put that in there just to make it absolutely insane. Put a little ribbon tab up at the top so that little seeds stick out. I could do some more journaling on there if I want to. And there you go. Bob's your uncle. That is one crazy page, kids, and I love it. I'm so pleased with it. Hopefully you had fun. Hopefully I cleared up the whole die cutting a flippy window for you. And again, don't have to have a die machine, or a die cut machine rather. You can just trace around a shape, freehand a shape, right on that crease. You're going to put your shape over on this side, freehand it, cut it with a knife, a craft knife, and you've got exactly the same thing. So there we go. I'm really going to stop this video because I'm pretty sure I've been on for 6 hours. So thumbs up if you made it this far. Thank you. You have a great night. Bye.